Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Magic the Gathering Arena, I'll show you a funny Jumpstart game that I had. And then I won't show you the part where I choose the decks, but I got the two black ones. I wanted to get goblins, but it conflicted with another deck that I wanted, so maybe I'll go back and get the goblins. And as you can see, I've spent some coins in order to get some custom stuff, like my avatar and my sleeves. And this opening hand looks fine to me, so we'll keep that. Mono black. And I'll put down this land. I guess it doesn't matter what color I pick. I've been wondering though, like, how interested are people in watching me play this game? Like, what I'm mostly doing is maybe just playing random matches with the pre-made decks. I don't know if that's very interesting to anybody. I still haven't been making any of my own decks, and then I'm not going to do any like strategy or like lists or anything, so... Yeah, this Jumpstart match, this is more interesting than maybe what I'm usually doing. Okay, but looks like we're going against Mono Light, and they got a Pegasus. And I like that, like, some themes they've kept from the old days of Magic. Like Pegasi, they were associated with white for a long time. So it's cool to see that they're still doing that. I've always liked dark, though. I like the demons, I like the zombies and all that, the skeletons. It's fun stuff. Rusty Retriever. It's a pretty strong card for its dog. Alright, cool. And then also getting or playing a Jumpstart, I get these kind of limited edition lands. The artwork is pretty cool there. Alright, we'll play a little defensively for now. Bone Picker, this is a pretty strong card, right? Flying, Death Touch, 2 toughness. That could be a good defensive card. Alright, another Pegasus. And this one will create tokens. That's kind of annoying. And I can only cast this, Fatigued Imp. Another flying with Death Touch, so I'm starting to get a sense of what the theme of this deck is. Another thing that I like about Dark is that it's kind of a risky color to use, because like you'll hurt yourself in order to hurt the other player. In most video games that I play, I like to play it safe. Slow and safe, but for some reason in Magic, I like to do risky stuff. It's more fun. Face of Divinity. Okay, enchantment comes out that will create a token of a Pegasus. So we got kind of flying versus flying here. But lots of mana on my end, so that's cool. I can cast this Carrion Grub, but it gets stronger based on who's in your graveyard, and I don't have anybody in my graveyard, so we'll hang on to him for now. Okay, we'll keep playing defensively. Gloom Sower. Not enough mana to cast him, however. Okay, another enchantment. But with all of my Death Touch... Oh, I guess he is going to attack. Well, let's block with my Fatigued Imp, and then we'll activate the Death Touch ability. Okay, I can live with that. Okay, now I can cast my Gloom Sower, so let's put that out. I also like what they've been doing lately with Magic, where like common cards can also be like very like strong, like stats-wise. In the early days of a 4th edition, that wasn't as common. What was it? There was some kind of green card that was a worm. It was a 6/4. I think that was less than rare. Might have been uncommon. And then this guy, when he attacks, I can get guys back from my graveyard. We'll just eat this damage. And what do we got here? Well, another swamp. Crow of Dark Tidings. Flying, mill 2 cards. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll attack with the Taskmaster. And we can grab somebody. We'll grab the Fatigued Imp again. He's pretty good. One of my most favorite cards ever in the history of Magic the Gathering is Will-o'-the-Wisp. It's a black card, 1/1, flying, regenerate. I think it costs 1 black. But I wonder if it was too strong. Maybe that's why they never really made it after there. Was it because regenerate was too strong? Because I don't see that mechanic anymore. If I remember, if a card buries another card, then it cannot regenerate. I think that's right. But bury, that's not a mechanic either in Magic the Gathering anymore. I guess exile. I guess that's the recent thing, or the thing to replace it. What is this? 2/2 flying. Okay. Gets buffed with enchantments. It's kind of funny artwork. Finishing Blow. It's an expensive removal card, but that's cool. Now let's cast the Carry On Grub. I now have a strong character in my graveyard, so he can get 8 attack there. But we're still going to play defensively. Celestial Mantle. That's a card I remember from the old mobile game versions of Magic. So those spirits get stronger. Still though, I got all my Death Touch, so... Okay, another token attacks. I could block with my Fatigued Imp again. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll block. Alright, let's use Finishing Blow. We'll get rid of that Pegasus that is making tokens, so that's good. And let's attack with the Carrion Grub. I feel like my defense is good enough that I can attack with him. But pretty defensive game overall, I would say. Staunch Shieldmate. It's pretty strong for a single white mana. Oh, another thing that I like about this digital version of Magic is that kind of the cards, they can get very, they can just show you what it needs to show you. Like when it's on the field, you just see like kind of bigger versions of the pictures. You don't have all of the text there. And then the flavor text is just completely off the card, and it only shows up when you zoom in on it, like we did with the dwarf guy there. So that's kind of cool. I like that. All right, so I'm down just to my crow or vulture or whatever it was. Rise again. I can get back one of my characters. For some reason, Rise Again makes me think of Rise Above. Oh god, Black Flag? Was that song by Black Flag? Okay, so we'll grab my Gloom Sower again, put him out there. Funeral Rites, that's a cool card. Yeah, I do need cards, that's kind of perfect right there. And I can grab 2 cards from my graveyard, or I can cast this creature. We'll put the creature out. Gristle is one of the best words in the English language. Really kind of sounds like what it represents, without really being an automatopoeia. Gristle. Another flying character, this time a griffin. That's interesting. But my Bone Picker, he is doing work, really keeping the opponent at bay. Those cards are interesting too. They're like soft removal. Is that like what the proper name is for it? But like Dark has like hard or whatever removal, where you just get rid of the creature. But then like blue and like white, like Faith's Fetters or something, they effectively remove the character from battle, but they're still on the field. Alright, but I'll cast Gormand, and I will sacrifice my Gristle guy. Solve that problem, and then opponent has to sacrifice as well. And he is flying and trample, and he is not rare either. That's kind of cool. Alright, and then let's grab some more creatures. And I wish they would not do the timer while you were looking through your graveyard. I don't need that pressure. my god, what am I gonna pick? I'll get the Gloom Sower. I'm just liking that card a lot. And no attacks. You might be wondering at this point why this game is funny, but we'll see in a moment. Crypt Lurker, fine. Alright, we'll put out the Gloom Sower again. Alright, Gourmand, he has Trample, so might as well attack with him. He could take me down if he blocks me with everybody, but he'll skip it, I guess. Alright, he's attacking with his Griffin. I guess we'll block with my Bone Picker. I lose the Flying Death Touch, but he doesn't really have anybody to attack me with, so I feel okay about that. I have lots of ways to get characters back anyway, so probably not a big deal. Alright, I got 2 Crypt Lurkers. I can sacrifice one to cast the other. And draw a card, fine. Alright, we'll attack again. Both of my guys, they get benefits for attacking rather than defending, so we'll do that. Oh, come on. Block my Gloom Sower. There you go. It's funny, in the English, like, you know, just like game slang or terminology, they use the word mob. They've picked that up in Japan. They already have a word that kind of represents that idea, Zako, but they use mob character, and it's pretty funny. Alright, but I've used my one Mystic Rare card in this deck to take all of the creatures from both graveyards and put them out on the field, and here I am sure I have won. I got like, what, 24 or more creatures out? But I put out a bunch of guys that mill my deck. And so now my library is completely gone, which means I need to win this turn or the opponent's turn, or else I lose next turn because I got no cards to draw. And that's where the funny part of this video comes out. But going back to my point about how I like to play with risky stuff, that is kind of a risky move in order to put out all those characters. Probably not very good synergy with this deck, with so many creatures that can mill my deck. So I would maybe want to take that out, or maybe take out some of the mill creatures there. But just to see this, just to kind of lose in style, was very satisfying for me, so this was a fun match to do. Yeah, if more of these guys had haste, I could have attacked and then won here. But the opposing player doesn't really have to do anything. They can just pass their turn. And then win. Alright. So that was a lot of fun. And first time to use an all-new deck from the Jumpstart game mode system. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.